In all important respects, Homo sapiens reproduces its kind in much the same way as most other mammals. But as far as we can determine, we are the only species that consciously connects mating behavior with subsequent offspring. We have begun to understand how sexual reproduction works, and the more we learn, the more wondrous and awe-inspiring it seems. Now, cameras have recorded the complete process of how life in most mammals begins. In her ovaries, a woman has nearly 500,000 egg cells, but only 400 or so will ever get the opportunity to create a new life. One by one, over much of her lifetime, they will develop into mature eggs, covered by a protective jelly and surrounded by fluid. Inside the ovary, nourished and secure, the egg grows until the ovarian wall swells and, like a volcano, erupts. Surrounded by its protective jelly, the mature ovum, perhaps the largest cell in the human body, is ejected from the ovary. It's called ovulation, and it happens more or less on schedule every 28 days. If not fertilized, within 1 to 3 days, it will die, to be flushed out of the system with the next menstrual flow. The fringed opening of the fallopian tube awaits the approaching egg. Muscular contractions and microscopic lashes set up an undulating motion that will paddle the potential source of life to its destiny. The male's contribution, sperm, are among the smallest cells in the body, but their numbers are astronomical. During manufacture, incipient sperm cells reduce by half the normal human complement of 46 chromosomes in each cell, preparing to combine with the 23 chromosomes of the egg. Where the female matures 1 egg a month, the male produces some 200 million sperm a day. For couples planning to start or increase a family, timing is critical. Only during a few days around the middle of a woman's menstrual cycle is her egg capable of being fertilized. Ejaculated into the female, a vast armada of sperm, 200 to 500 million strong, swims energetically about half an inch a minute toward the fallopian tube. Forced to struggle against muscular contractions propelling the ovum toward them, only the strongest will reach their goal. Now the reason for the sperm's prodigious numbers becomes evident. By the millions, they beat against the jelly protecting the egg. Their chemical makeup helps dissolve the coating. Once a single sperm has penetrated the ovum, a chemical change will take place to prevent all others from entering. Ovum and sperm begin to unite, and the union, now called a zygote, will successively divide into many cells. There is so much we don't know, but logic tells us that at this moment, the zygote contains specific information for one Homo sapiens of given sex and color and potential size. Perhaps even intelligence, personality, health. The contributions of 10,000 generations. A blueprint for a creature of 60 trillion cells in a package no bigger than the point of a pin. Pushing and squeezing, the tissues of the fallopian tube propel the fertilized ovum toward the uterus or womb. The journey will take 5 days to a week. As growth continues, the zygote violently expands and contracts, in appearance much like an exploding star. A rich supply of blood flows to the waiting uterus. A portion of the uterine wall will unite with the outer layer of the ovum to form the placenta, which will nourish the new life. Now called a blastocyst, the ovum slowly enters the womb, its universe, for the next 260 days. About a week has passed since conception. There are no sensations, no clues to tell the woman that she carries the beginnings of a new life. The blastocyst has embedded itself in the uterine wall. It is, in the second week, a disc made up of hundreds of cells getting ready to begin the task of creating individual organs. In the third week, the fundamentals of the human body now begin to take shape, and the camera is privileged witness to the beginnings of the spine. A primitive heart forms and begins beating. It is the fourth week. Never again is relative growth so great. In the first month, the egg has increased in size 10,000 times. Soon the mother will sense the profound changes in her body. She carries within her an expanding universe. Billions have preceded. Billions will follow. And no two ever will be exactly alike.